Join me today. Like I've mentioned a few times, I wanted to really talk to you guys about the 6 keys to success that I've had so far in this fitness journey that I've been on. Started with the first thing that I think is the most important, and really without this one, you can't move any further. It's diet. My story kind of has two parts. It started in January when I decided I've had enough. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna get in shape, and I started to go about some things. I weighed in that day at 251 pounds. At that point, I was just gonna stop eating wrong, and I was gonna start working out more and doing all these things. And I continued to do that roughly for about 3 months, all the way into April. And at that point, had still lost only 6 or 7 pounds through that whole process. And I realized I was going about it all wrong. And first thing that I'll never forget, I remember the first conversation I had with my coach, Rob Giles, and I'll get into a lot more about him, in later messages. But first thing he told me was it starts and it ends with diet. And I think that's so true when you think about those things. It is garbage in, garbage out. That's kind of the saying that goes with it. But also, our nutritionist at the Colts, Lindsay, she has a phrase that she says, you can't out train a bad diet. And you look at those things, oh, I can't just run 20 miles and make up for that hamburger and fries that I ate, those type of things. And as I looked at it, something struck me even more. And it's my diet isn't just about the food that I consume. It's about the things that I allow to get to my heart, to get to my mind, to literally get to my soul. And that's when basically a breakthrough truly happened for me. I want to read something for you just real quick as I go through this. There's a scripture, it's Proverbs 4:23. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. That hit me. Everything I do flows from it. So this fitness journey is going to flow through my heart. Well, you know what? My diet has to start there. And what I did was I started changing the things I allowed to get to my heart, to get to my mind, and really just get into my body. And what I did was I started every morning and reading Bible scripture. I got a daily reading plan that I have on the YouVersion Bible. I do that every single day, haven't missed a day. I stopped listening to some of the things I used to listen to. So on my drive into my workout or into work, what I listen to is K-Love or Air One, one of the different Christian radio stations that have positive music playing. The next thing is during my workout, I listen to nothing but Christian hip hop. And I'm trying to tell you, if you're not listening to Christian hip hop and you're a hip hop head, you're missing out. There's some amazing artists with some banging beats. It goes hard and keeps me hyped up during my workout. And then during cardio, what I would do is I would watch a sermon. Usually Pastor Craig Rochelle from Life Church. I'd use his because when I attended Stillwater's Life Church when I was at Oklahoma State, really liked his messages that he would send, and basically I started listening to him. And then there's some other pastors that came, and Stephen Furtick is another guy that I started listening to from Elevation Church. And just listening to those messages and those sermons during my cardio, it was amazing how long I'd be on the elliptical and not realize how long I'd been there and burned how many calories. And that's one of the things that I did. And I just started changing my diet. It started and it ended with diet. I didn't try to out train a bad diet. I corrected it. So I think one of the things you have to make sure that you do is you can't just change the way you eat. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you feel. And you have to change what you allow access to your heart. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to make a lifestyle change. If it's just about, I want to look better, it's not enough. I made these changes not only for me, but for my family, for my wife, for my kids, for me to just be a more positive role model in their lives. And it's amazing the strength you can gain when it's not about you, when it's about someone else. It's amazing what you can put yourself through. So as I talk about this first one, I hope you're not disappointed that eat this, eat that, eat this. That's not the type of message that I'm trying to present. What you need to do is start with your heart. I don't care what point you're at in your life. I don't care what point you are in your fitness journey. You have to start with your heart. For me, it's a faith thing. Seek God first, everything else will roll. And I think that's one of the things that has allowed me to get to the point that I am. I'm going to end it with that for this first message on diet. Tomorrow, what I am going to do, so I think most of you want to see it, I'm going to give you my before and I'm not going to call them after photos. I'm going to call them my current photos, because I think when you put that after on, it means I'm done. I'm far from done. I've got so many things that I need to get accomplished. But like they say, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. So appreciate you guys tuning in. God bless, and we'll see you soon.